This video is going to show you how to solve and graph inequalities. Hopefully you have seen the previous video that taught you how to represent an inequality in 3 different ways. Let's say you had an inequality equation that said 3x minus 4 is less than or equal to 8. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to solve for 1x, right? That's usually our goal. So my first thing is going to be to add 4 to both sides of the inequality, as if you would solve it with just an equal sign. Okay, so I have now isolated my variable, and I get 3x on the left side is less than or equal to 12. In these types of problems, it's really important for you to bring down that inequality sign with each step. Okay, so here we go. My last step is going to be to divide both sides by 3. Now I have solved for 1x, and I know that x is less than or equal to 4. Remember, that is one way of representing my answer. The next way I'm going to represent my answer is going to be on a number line. I'm going to have 0, 4, and since x is less than or equal to 4, I'm going to shade in my circle since 4 is a solution. Less than means go to the left, and I'm going to shade in all the possible values x can be. My third way is interval notation, and again, I'm going to figure out what the smallest number my x could be, and that's going to be negative infinity. So, negative infinity all the way to 4, and since 4 is actually included in my solution, I'm going to use a bracket. And that is how you solve this inequality. I challenge you to pause this video now and try to solve this inequality on your own. Okay, hopefully you have tried a little bit on your own. So let's go over how to solve this problem. My first step is going to be to distribute the 2. So here we go. We get 6x minus 10 is greater than 8. Again, you want to bring down that inequality each time. My second step is to isolate the variable. I get 6x is greater than 18. Finally, I'm going to divide by 6, and I get x is greater than 3. All right. Now, I have 2 other ways of representing this answer. First, on a number line, add 0 and 3. X is greater but not equal to, so don't shade in that circle. And I'm going to go to the right and shade in all the possible values for x. Okay. Now I'm going to represent it in interval notation, where I'm going to use parentheses, 3. And hopefully you now know I use parentheses because 3 is not included in the answer, comma, infinity. And that is how you solve this problem. Here's the final example I would like to do with you. You could read this as 5 is less than x minus 3, and that would be correct. However, you always like to try to read from the side of the variable. So x minus 3 is greater than 5. If you are someone like me who likes to have the variable on the left side, okay, you can do that. Except it's not as easy as it would have been with an equal sign. So when you use this and you're trying to rewrite x minus 3 on the left side, you have to be very careful about which way the inequality is going. So you want to make sure that x minus 3 is the greater than 5. Okay, so now that we've done that, and you don't have to do that, it's just helpful for me, I'm going to isolate my variable, and I get x is greater than 8. I can represent that on a number line, 0, 8, empty circle, greater than. Here's my solution for x. And finally, I can represent it in interval notation, where 8 is my smallest number for x, except I can't include it, so I'm going to use parentheses, comma, and the biggest number it's going to be is infinity, so 8 to infinity is how you would read this. So we